Traders, how are you? This is Ben with Vessel Futures Trading. We're back in the market. We continue to elaborate the talk on the Nasdaq contract and why not. Of course, broadcasting live from our Discord channels. Good morning to our community. Good morning to our Discord community. Of course, those of you that tap along in this community, I welcome you, new members. Of course, it's a free education channel. Meet new traders, get educated. It's all for free, all for you guys. This is part of the giveaway I'm giving back to the community of traders. And I want to continue the talk on the Nasdaq today. And I want to show you guys, my community and whoever watching this channel, what happened with this specific contract. Those of you in our community, those who basically saw those videos, whoever chose to go to this route and swing trade this position that we covered for the last couple of weeks, you might be stacking up right now on 85K, which is absolutely amazing. Of course, the risk is as well as reflects the results. Those of you was choosing to risk 17K in order to get 81K. Of course, it's a big numbers. Of course, the potential is always there, but those of you who actually took this position and maximized it to the point of where the price point stands today is good for you. It's an art. It's not a simple task. It's not easy to see the price go ups and down and still remain in the position. But those of you who were very confident in what they're doing in the trading style and understanding that they read the map correctly, then you know that you even can reach a higher number, potentially even going towards the 100K at the end of this position. 100K, 775. Now, this is not a far-fetched, and why am I showing this? I know there's a lot of people that want to reflect the results of the potential. Of course, it's easy to reflect the potential and the actual gains, etc., etc. And then there's a lot of gurus out there that throw a lot of information about how getting rich in a second is possible to do when you're trading. So yeah, it is possible, but not as a gambler, because even if you strike 1 or 2 times and you hit 1 2 times, on the third or fourth time, the market will strike back, because getting into a position under belief system and not work in a professional way, straight up gambling. So we're not gamblers. We read the story correct, and we took this position. And as a disclaimer, I'm always gonna say that this is not a substitution for financial advice. You should always consult with your financial advisor. But whoever took this trend idea, good for you. I'm happy for you, and I hope you're gonna make it to the 100K bar. And let's talk about those of you who did not do it and just took the position of basically day traded, and why we understand that the price believe and reacts the way it reflects today. So understanding the story is always a pivotal part in order for us to get in a position, especially if you swing trade it. But during the course of the last 3 weeks, with the supportive news, with everything, with all the news, with the tariffs, etc., we can still see when we go in and expand in the interval, as higher as the interval, as bigger in the interval, the picture is much more clear. So in the bigger picture, we see over here in the weekly interval, we see that we bouncing from major supply area to a major demand area. And as we cover in the last couple of weeks, whenever the price hits the major areas, it's going to try to achieve and get to the next major area as well. Means that it's going to try to at least reach up to this point and test it. In the way, there are a couple minor supplies, order blocks, in order for it to test it. And we still see the supportive volume. We still see that the buyers are stronger in the picture. And we took a couple of actions that were very cautious, even when we got to the supply areas, understanding that even if the supply area is there, we still have a way to long position it, although it's completely against every theory. And this is where the part of understanding the story enters. So let's go down a bit to the day interval. I'm going to limit this. I'm going to eliminate this order. And again, as those of you who continue to trade and now staking out 81K, good for you. I'm happy for you. I hope you're gonna make it to the 100K. Now, within the day interval, we can clearly see that we are sitting on an order block in the supply area when potentially the price can flip and reverse. We saw already a couple times with those marks that I marked before right here. We can see those lines, the green lines, as a kind of a bar of a test, means that if the price basically gonna cross those bars, is have a high potential to rise up. And we tested those also areas over here in the minus supply. We saw how the price did not act correctly in order to get into a short position, means that it's gonna go only upwards. And that's the result. That's the gap over here when the Trump cut the deal with China on the tariff, and we saw it basically make a huge impact and raise the price up. And now, according to yesterday, this gap, this is our new measurement gap, the green line. And we still see, if we make sure that if we cross it, we can still long position it. And we got a couple more ideas of how to long position it. Now we're gonna test this theory. Now, going to the 4 hours chart, we are seeing right now how the price basically reacts to the minus supply area over here. It's just testing it and testing it again and again and again. And we have a couple positions that we can take within the day. We want to understand what's happened over here. Of course, the most convenient position would to be have the price drop to the next level of demand and reverse and go up. But we're not gonna get in these positions right now. Well, let's try to take this as far as within the day, possible position within the day. Let's see what we covered over here. We see how the price slowly, surely moving upwards towards the next supply area. Even within the 4 hour supply right here, we see that there is a minus 50-minute supply. See it right here. And it's very clear that if we are putting us, mark the demand over here, 50 minutes demand, and we see how the price reacts to it. Basically, I'm gonna mark also the 50 minutes supply, and we see how the price reacts to it accordingly. Basically, the price, there's no surprise, getting into demand area once more and trying to achieve to get to the supply area. Might be retesting it and then flip and reverse, but still, it's even we are in the 4 hours supply, we still see that within the day we have possible positions, even long and even short. Of course, if you have to execute only one position, which is a limit order, and you have to get out of the computer and go, there would be a limit position for short position. And why is that? Because we're still sitting in the 4 hours chart, 4 hours supply order blocks, which is pretty strong. But the other option would be not to do anything, which is perfectly okay, because we're still understanding the big story. Now, we see how the price slowly and surely going upwards. Let's try to get some supportive indicators. So we're going to look on the market profile, the day and the night profiles, just accumulating those profiles, understanding what's going on over here. We see marked in the blue, that's the night profiles, and marked in red and yellowish and orange is the day profile. We only see obviously the profile is have a very short tip. Right here you have a short tip, you have a short tip over here, you have a short tip over here. Means that the price can expand upwards. They all build in the way like a peak shape. Means that the price significantly means that as long as we have some institutional buyer jumping the price from the lower value area and leaving a bit of a top on the unexposed top, means there's a short top. It means that the price will try to achieve to go upwards. And it is something that basically matches the total picture of the uptrend. So we're feeling very secure to take the uptrend. We see how the price still reflects, and we just started the day profile, the new day profile, the new. We see how we started to be built in the 15 minutes. We see this first initial balance. The price started to build up upwards. There was even a possible position to enter over here. Those of you who already traded it, So basically take a long position from here and basically take a quick $3,000 to $3,500 gain and risking only 715. Those of you who took it, great. If not, there was another possible position to get at the low value area and basically risking only 220, 290 and make 2,400 almost, which is still reachable. There is another possible position. Basically, we already gave like 3 positions, so we're gonna get another position for the total of the day. What we want to see is the price basically getting back upwards, test this area right here, maybe land on the high value area of the day, jump back upwards, so take a long position over here. And in order for us to take a secured long position, when we want to see that the price basically breaches from the pool area, land backs on the pool, and then take up a long one all the way to the major supply. So here's a couple position of the day. Of course, within the community, we're going to continue and elaborate about these positions. For those of you who did not join the Discord channel, I urge you to go and test it. It's completely free. Of course, if you like the content in this channel, please like and subscribe, tell a friend, give us an idea of something else that you guys want to see and want us to reflect, maybe a different contract. Stay attentive to the news, but don't trade the news. Make sure that the news is supportive for your analytics. It's not going to determine what you see in the graphs, because the graphs is always going to short and reflect it before it hits the news. I want to wish you a successful trading day. Of course, much success in your trading today. And we're going to cover these positions within our community. If you're part of the community, is this good? We're going to elaborate and reflect the results. If not, guys, I'll see you in the next market overview. Have a beautiful day.